Alrighty. Welcome, everyone. We're live from the USRowing Convention in Atlantic City, lovely Atlantic City, which we haven't seen because we've been in this room for 3 days. I'm here with Calvin and Maggie Coffey. Everyone knows them from years of being at regattas and making their Olympic contributions in both your offspring and your own. So let's get into it with Calvin, and who's the I guess you'd call it the inventor of the Simulatoar. The best name ever for a product.
Yeah, Maggie and I use a lot of play on words. And the Simulatoar, OAR.
There you go.
Yeah. So that's what we're doing. We're simulating what it's like to row in a boat and with oars.
Yeah, this guy is still on there. We have a camera over on the machine there. So, like, if somebody's watching and just doesn't know anything about it, which is kind of possible, I guess.
No,
she wrecked it.
No, she just kicked the phone app.
Does this person know?
That's my daughter.
That's our daughter.
Oh, this is your daughter.
That's our daughter.
So you have two.
She's a very good rower.
She's fine.
Okay, good. She's demoing.
She's not going to get hurt.
Yeah. Oh my God. It's tippy. I remember trying it in 2019. But so is the boat,
right?
Right?
Back on there.
Yeah.
So is the boat. Yeah.
Yeah. I do want to I want to try it again. Yeah.
Sure. We'll set you up. Yeah, it has core balance.
Look at this.
Has a full geometry. And it has those little mini hatchet blades out on the end.
Oh, she's good.
She is very good.
You can hear it.
Yeah.
She's a bit of an erg queen. She can row this thing into
Did
the
she
ground.
compete in the convention here, or the?
No.
No.
She rowed at Andover, Phillips Andover, and she was a rowing coach at LSU.
Wow.
So she doesn't know she's on camera, and that's the only reason she's rowing right now.
Yeah, she's a little shy.
If she knew the camera was on, she'd drop that right away.
Well, let's get back to it. I mean,
she's explaining it to her boyfriend.
I love it.
Yeah. There's Chris Chase walking by.
Yeah, there's Chris. And your other daughter met yesterday, Livy. Now, she's an Olympic athlete, right?
She is. She went to 2 Olympics and 4-time world champion in different boats. She and her husband love training on this machine.
Is that right?
They come over to our house all the time and grind away.
I'm going to try it. I really am.
Yeah.
The guy from Concept 2's, I'm almost convinced that I'm going to buy a row erg. He's going to come by later, Josh Carlson.
Yeah.
But, my husband, I'm going to have to sneak it in the house if I buy it.
Another rowing machine.
Because, that's been here for a while, It doesn't come in the basement very much. Yeah. But tell me a little bit about how your rowing story and why and how you started this company.
Well, Maggie and I got married right after the Montreal Olympics.
Okay.
And I was building boats at the time. And I built the pair that I raced in Montreal. So I built the boat that we rode in and won a medal. And I think I'm the only person in history that's done that. Designed and built my own rowing shell and then raced it.
So you're legendary.
Yeah. Oh, well, I don't know. And so then we started a business. We were building a lot of racing shells at the time. And I could see the trend was switching over to pre-preg fabrics and vacuum forming with big ovens and stuff, and decided to just, we were making a rowing machine at the time as well, but that was enormous too.
Yeah.
And but we kept supplying parts and stuff for rowing racing boats, and then in 79, 80, 1990, we moved to Corning, set up business.
New York.
Yeah, Corning, New York. We had 20 employees. We were making aircraft components and rowing machines and rowing boats and doing industrial work as well. And then in the 90, Maggie was working at Corning. She knew somebody there and said, "You got to capitalize on your engineering." So I went to work for Corning Incorporated
Yeah.
and worked there for 10 years. Became an induction expert. So we have an induction stove now.
Oh, we've been lobbied to get one of those too. Yeah.
They're excellent.
They're like
excellent.
magic. Like,
It is the whole induction field and the things you can do with induction.
Yeah.
So anyway, we've had a number of patents and stuff applied to that field as well. But in 2010, Maggie, myself, and our daughter Olivia were running an errand New Year's Eve day, noontime, over to Ithaca on Route 79, and an inebriated person in noontime crossed the center line on a straight road with no turns, and we had a 60-mile-an-hour head-on collision.
Now that incident is in your Wikipedia page.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's amazing. I didn't want to feature it, but
No.
you brought it up, so
Yeah.
so that was a life-changing
A
experience.
life-changing experience. And I was in induced coma for 2 weeks because I was pulling all this stuff off me. But it gets into some details. I took the brunt of the impact because
Did they have
Didn't-
airbags in?
all the airbags worked in our car, all the
Okay.
seatbelts, we all had seatbelts
Yeah.
on. And I suffered the worst of the injury, 60 inches of scar tissue on this body.
Damn.
I decided at that point I needed to develop a good rowing machine to rehabilitate myself.
Wow, so this
While
was
I was
the
in the hospital, I came up with this machine.
This was the inspiration for it.
Well, for years he talked about making a smaller machine.
Right.
We made thousands
Oh,
of
okay.
rowing machines in the 80s, but
Yeah.
they were bigger units.
Okay.
One was a center pool machine that we called the indoor rower, and the other was the sculling simulator.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he'd always said, I can make a much smaller one. So while he was recuperating in the hospital with all the gases and things, and the drugs they give him, he was seeing visions of how he could put this thing together. And he did. And he put it together, and
All the good drugs.
and he rehabilitated on it. And
Yeah.
it's quite remarkable. When we took him out of the hospital, they said he may never get out of the wheelchair again. He was in a bad way, but unless he wants to show you all his scars, you can't tell that he would.
No.
But
And no brain injury.
No.
No, I think
That's fine.
the surgeon that drew the short straw was Dr. Tandau.
Tandau.
See, that was a South African doctor.
Wow.
And she came up to me after induced coma and said, "Mr. Coffey, you're built like a damn bull." She says, "I could tell when we were cutting into your chest, you had big muscles." And he said, "But there were 8 of us. We worked on you all night long." I had a ruptured diaphragm. All mine went up in the lung cavity, and 8 surgeons worked on me all night long. She said, "But when we got into your chest cavity, you had the biggest, pinkest lungs any of us had ever seen."
Wow.
And we all said, if anybody can survive this, it's this guy.
This guy, yeah.
And so so rowing,
Yeah.
it really did save my life.
The lesson for people listening is that a lot of people row just to stay in shape and for all the good reasons they do it. But if you're in an impact injury, if you're in an accident, it will also help protect you with your musculature, which
Okay.
people don't often think about.
Yeah.
So they think, well, my heart and lungs are good, I'll recover well. But the doctors would come around and say, if it weren't for his thick musculature, they said he wouldn't have made it.
Is that for like padding or for bracing? Or,
Yeah, it just takes the
yeah.
impact.
Yeah. Wow.
So you don't think about that, but it could help you. And
Well, I would better get back on the machine when I get home.
me too.
We have 3 days with no workout. I just like,
You get
I
nervous.
kind of meant to, I meant to do it, but I didn't. I got up at 6 and then I set this thing up and
So
Anyway, yeah.
right now it's maintenance. I row on that
Yeah.
machine 6 mornings a week,
Yeah.
and
And how old are you now?
72.
Am I allowed to ask that? Yeah, 72 is good. Yeah,
72.
yeah.
Yeah. So, and I'm on my feet all day. I'm working hard building
Yeah.
these machines all day long.
Do you stretch too, or do you like do any yoga or
I
anything?
get all my stretching right on the machine.
Yeah, right.
know, for-
You just kind of lean over,
For
yeah, do the
reaching
hamstrings.
out
yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So,
Do any other cross training or?
I don't, but I have all my original knees
Yeah.
and joints. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But one complaint I have is when I was rowing competitively, we'd be on the water in the Schuylkill rowing hard. We'd get to the dock, and my teammates would get out, we put the boat away, and they go for a 5-mile run.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait a minute, you have energy to run 5 miles? Right? I said, didn't you put it all out
Yeah,
on the
that's
water? No, they don't. And to a person, they've all had double
Double
knee
knee
replacements. And my engineering tells
Yeah.
me, when you run and you're not a good runner,
Yeah.
when your foot hits the ground, it's 4 times your body weight. And
Yeah.
all that shock goes through your ankle, through
Yeah.
your joint, through your hip.
Yeah, that's
I
kind
just
of-
never saw the point of it.
That's why I've gravitated to rowing. I'm 66, and
Yeah.
you know, I row with women who are in their 70s and 80s, carrying their own boats. You know,
Yeah.
and we all agree. You know, it's the low impact workout that is
I go
so
with
important.
I go with the motto: use it or lose it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so
Well, that's inspiring. Sometimes we get a little bit, you know, slacker off in the winter and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good. Well, some highlights, some good stories, some favorite characters. What
I build the machines.
she knows.
My bride over here
Yes.
does all the marketing,
She's
all the advertising, all the customer correspondence. She has customers of ours that love her.
Yeah, well, I
And,
hear a lot about
and
you
you-
guys. I mean, and I met you in 2019, but you know, like I hear about you probably every week. There's somebody mentions coffees.
So Calvin makes the rowing machines. We remodeled our house, put in a brand new cellar, and we
Yeah.
raised the house up, and all the kids were looking forward to having a recreational cellar, you know, with the tables and the ping pong. And
Yeah.
No, Calvin moved his operation down there making the rowing machines, and so I do my thing on the computer upstairs.
Yeah.
And we have fantastic customers, and they'll call me, and we'll be laughing, and we'll have such a good time, and then Calvin will come up for lunch and go, who were you talking to? And then I'll say so-and-so, and he goes, oh, boy, they can really make you laugh and have a good time. And I almost think he's a little bit like, you know, he's down in the cellar.
He's a little jealous.
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
how come you're laughing so much? I don't laugh that much with me.
Yeah, he shows up.
Because they're funny, that's why. That's why I laugh. He's not the funniest
She's
guy.
good. She's good friends with the Sinkovich brothers.
Yeah,
They send her
really.
emails all the time and pictures.
Oh, you're in.
Yeah,
You're
she's
killing
in.
it.
She's
Yeah.
in.
They're good guys.
So you guys on social media? I mean, not you.
You know,
It's not me.
we have a Facebook page.
Okay,
I'm not
yeah.
that great at updating it. We have Instagram. Like coming to this thing, I did in some updates because I figured I should.
Yeah.
But I'd say if I update it once every 6 months, it's a lot. So,
Yeah, well, you know, I tell people, because I'm like a social media
you're good at it.
rat.
Yeah, you're good at it.
But Margaret and Calvin. Okay. But I tell people who don't like it or refuse to use it, you know, that's why they're good at what they do, you know, because they can focus, like you can focus on your machine.
Now, our daughters, we have 4 daughters, they're all masters of social media. And they're
Oh, good.
they're
Yeah, well,
great.
connect me with them.
Yeah.
All the IT help I need.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about your kids' athletic careers.
So we have 4 daughters. They're
Okay.
all 4 years apart,
Yeah.
and they all click over. Let's see, the birthdays are now. They're starting the easy years. But right now, the oldest one, I believe,
Easy
is
on
4
you or them?
When they go every 4 years, I can remember their birthday. Their
Right.
age. But the oldest right now is 45. The next one is 41. The third one is 30. Am I doing it right?
37.
37, and the last one just turned 34, so
Yeah.
she's the first birthday. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, and they all row, and they're all, because they're
Okay.
all 6 feet tall women. What else are they going to do, right?
So
They're gonna
as soon
row.
as they knew how to swim, pushed them out in a single.
You did in a single?
Single, yeah.
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 In fact, our oldest daughter, when she was first born, as soon as she was delivered, Calvin took out a pencil, wrapped her poor little fingers around it, and then moved it back and forth like she was in a sweet boat. He did.
And she held on, right? She had great
She held
grip.
on. Poor little thing.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
But we have fun, you know what, we have fun doing what we're doing.
Yeah.
And we feel real good about it. We feel like we bring a good product to the sport we love. And we enjoy our customers, we enjoy seeing people enjoying the product that he developed and made. So it's a happy.
Well, it
it's happy.
shows, yeah. And do you build them all individually, one by one, in your house? Or
yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. they're
Oh,
all-
wow.
Well, it's
So-
a big area down below.
So if I
the
wanted
house.
to order one, if I get my husband on board,
Yeah. You talk to Margaret.
Talk to
We
Margaret. Maybe
probably
she-
have April, May now. May.
is that the delivery? Yeah.
But one of the people here was a customer. He said, I took my machine apart for the first time, and I'd never realized this. He said, I pulled up the cover, and it's signed by Calvin.
Yeah.
And it's, so each one he takes a lot of pride in each one. It's
Yeah,
not
signed it,
mass-produced.
yeah.
And
Oh,
we
I-
custom make them for the people. Like some want special
Yeah.
grips, or special shoes, or special angles. So we
Right.
try to make it as much like their
Yeah.
boat as we
And
can.
do you have some high?
They all have a lifetime guarantee.
Well, yeah.
My lifetime.
You're like that?
Lifetime. Yeah.
I suspect you're going to figure out something. But are there some high performance athletes that use them?
Yep.
Yeah. Sweet. Yeah.
Oh, the Sinkovich brothers,
Do
right?
they use it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah, they have, they just got 2 more sent in,
Because they weren't letting anybody use their machines.
so now
Yeah.
they have 4 of them. And
Yeah,
they,
oh,
they have
wow.
one set up as a double,
Oh,
one
there
set
they
up as a
are.
Yeah.
Oh, we're on camera. Sinkovich brothers on the Simulatoar.
There you go.
Yeah, that's. Now we know. Okay, one more rowing story. One more.
Well, they train, and this daughter Olivia,
Yeah.
That's at our house.
slow motion.
Slow mo. Yeah, I love it.
They bought a straight pair, and they trained on it prior to Tokyo, and they switched from the double. They had been winning championships as a double.
Yeah.
They switched to a straight pair, trained on our machine exclusively, and won the gold medal in Tokyo in the pair.
It's all part of the
That's all
piece.
part of it.
Yeah. We have a couple of comments. I love having live comments, so
Oh.
thank you, Lily, for jumping in. It's really rewarding to a podcaster when people will comment in real time, or a live streamer, I should say. And she says, "Good morning, Charlotte, and finally the coffees."
Yay, Lily.
Cal, she calls you Cal.
That's right.
You're a true Olympian. Your family is the best. Your rower is incredible. When will a boathouse be built in your honor? Yeah,
We'll have a coffee house for you.
the coffee
Downtown
house
somewhere.
with a, like the center point is the simulator.
The
Yeah,
boat for the city.
Yeah, right.
Drink coffee.
Yeah. And Richard Barch, he was my high school buddy, or a classmate, and he says, "Excellent job." I love having live comments. Anything else to add? Any good stories? I mean, I know.
Oh, there's lots of stories.
Oh, don't get
Don't
going
Don't
on
get,
stories.
can we have you back for like storytelling,
Yeah,
story
that's
time?
fine. Story
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
He'll need more
There's
time.
I love it. Yeah, I love
This,
it.
this was nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you
it's
very much.
really, it's an honor to be here with you. My friends, my coaches, Jim Dietz mentioned you, Mark Wilson,
Yeah.
all the coaches at CRI.
You know the little girl on the pencil that we're
Yes,
telling our daughter?
yes, uh-huh.
Jim Dietz is her godfather.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
See, yeah,
Jim Dietz and I were roommates
no way.
Yeah.
way
Do
back
you have
when.
any good, like,
Way
did he
back
snore or anything? Or did he snore?
We had separate rooms.
Okay, all right. Good thing, good thing. All right, well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're the best.
Thanks for
And
having us
it's
on.
Get all
really-
your equipment on it. I'm gonna put you on that simulator.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
run
keep
over.
the camera going. 'Cause
And we-
we document how you do.
Maybe I can do that. Oh, Lily, coffee house. Yeah, Lily wants you to have the coffee house. Let me see if I can. I'll just. Okay, everybody, we're kind of finished talking, but I'm gonna go get on the simulator.
Are you going to take her over?
Yeah,
to
Yeah.
it?
yeah.
There you go.
Let's do it.
All right, here we go.
I don't know how it's. We're rolling, Rick, but I'm going to try the simulator.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah. It's kind of an informal outtake.
Right there. Oh, yeah, as long as you can move it, you can see here what's happening.
I see, great.
I haven't worked out in 3 days. I can't get over to 23. How come? Am I not getting Just ready for the next work. Next interview. I'm going to the square. Oh, yeah. So what's I love it. How do I get out of it?
You have to get it off. Actually,
You have to take this off.
Yeah, you did it up. How do you know that? Oh. Yeah. Tough life. Yeah. Yeah, totally. That's funny. Well, one of the girls who was there, her husband. Yeah. right, please. Yeah, I want mine with PRI.
It's one.
321, oh.
Down below the back.
Anyway, one G for that.
Nice to meet you. Oh, that's amazing. I guess I better shut it down.
See if I got any more comments. There he is. Bye, everyone. Nice to have everyone listening and watching. Take care.